this week's video. So for this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what's in my backpack as well as what is in my interior design art bin. You guys both wanted these videos together, and since it is my major, I pretty much do bring this to a lot of my classes on a daily basis. So I thought, why not incorporate that into this video? So first off, I have my Jansport backpack. It is this navy blue color with the leather at the bottom, and then I have my handy dandy hydro flask in here just in case if I need that for any water. Very typical for any school student. So first thing in my bag is my laptop, and it is in this marble case that I got off Amazon. And then after I unzip it, it looks like this. It is an Acer laptop. I don't have a MacBook just because of the programs that I use for interior design. It would have to basically reprogram the whole MacBook just because the softwares are more Windows based. So I have a Windows based computer, but I do love it. It is a 15-inch screen and it is pretty heavy, but it is still very useful, and it gets all the stuff done that I need for my regular classes plus my programs for interior design. So yeah. The next thing is my Moleskine notebook, and this notebook we use for my Intro to Interior Design class. We just take our notes in it, our podcast notes, and our sketch. We call it our sketchbook for our sketchbook assignments that we have. These pages are blank rather than like my bullet journals, which are dotted. These are just plain, so I can just go ahead and doodle and draw and plan out all my stuff for this class that I need. Next, I have my handy dandy planner, and this is the Happy Planner that you guys saw in my school supplies video, which I will have over here for you guys. So basically this has just the days, and then I can, put all the information there, as well as I have a specific, let me go to it. I have the calendar page that has all of information that I need to remember, and then I have a specific assignments at the beginning of each month. So I have all that, so I can write all the information down, the class, the assignment, the due date, and then I just check it off when I did it. So that is that. I really like this planner so far, and I've been using it a lot. I definitely so far recommend it. Next, I have a 5-star 1-subject notebook, and I tend to use this to just draw down notes for any of my other classes. Anytime I need paper, things like that. I have an extra one of these, but since I do a lot of design classes, I have more design stuff that I need, which more design paper, which is going to be my vellum and things like that. So I really just use these for notes. So I have some of my notes, and I break them up by certain colors, and I have other homework assignments and that kind of stuff in here. So this comes in handy, and I like just having one notebook on me, just in case if I do need a sheet of paper or something in any of my classes, I have it ready and available. So in the top part right here, I normally keep my lanyard. This just has my ID in it, my credit card or debit card on me, my license, and then I have my key as well attached for my dorm room, and I have my Metro card in here. And then I keep these Bluetooth headphones. These are just wrap around, go on the back. So I keep these so I can use them to plug into my laptop, my phone, because when we are in the studio, we do a lot of independent work. So with doing that independent work, having a pair of headphones is really good, so we can listen to music and kind of have that feeling or inspiration from music to help us work well in our classes. So these are amazing to have. Then in here, this pocket right here, we've got supplies. So I have this little bag in here that has some of my Bic Intensity pens, as well as my Stabilo pens. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce them, but I have these pens as well. These are great for my design classes, as well as you'll see some other ones that I use for my design classes. So I like to use some mild liner pens, and these are really, really good. I like to use these for note taking, so I just keep them in my bag because after class sometimes I'll go and do homework right away, and I don't come up to my dorm, so I like to just keep my favorite highlighters and pencils and pens and things like that ready to go in my backpack so I can go take those notes. So these are amazing to have. Next, I have the Papermate Flare Tip pens, and the Papermate Flare Tip pens have been like my all-time favorite, and these are really good for interior designers. My mom's an interior designer and she uses these, she loves them, but we basically use them to mark up plans, things like that. Having a lot of color makes it really easy when we mark up plans for different reasons, so we can maybe mark up a door for this and mark up, you know, something that's wrong in red, or like have that kind of thing. So having color is really good, and I also just love color in general, so color is amazing. So next I have these Pilot erasable highlighters, and I love these because I tend to over highlight, so I can just go ahead and rub it and it will take away any of the excess highlighter mark. So these are really good so I can have clean highlighted notes. I really like these for my English class because we do a lot of annotations, and like I said, color is really good, so I like to use these for annotating in my English 1 composition class. The pen that I carry around is the Pilot G205 pen, and it just looks like this, and I tend to use these for notes or any special, you know, thing that I need to specifically write in pen for. I always make sure I have a pen on me just in case. And then the pencils that I use are mechanical pencils. I use these for both regular classes, and I can use these for interior design as well, and my 2D drawing classes. So yeah. So I like to keep some High Palmer erasers. These ones are actually really good. They're my favorite eraser like brand or type of erasers to have. They erase really good, really clean. So I use these for design or just in general because in case I have a mistake, I need to have an eraser. Because sometimes the erasers on the back of the pencils are not the best, so gotta have an extra set eraser. Last thing is these leads, and basically I just have to have lead for my mechanical pencils because I use them all the time. So just keeping this in my backpack is good, so I don't have to worry about running back up to my room to switch out my pencils, or, you know, to get a new pencil that has lead in it. So just having the whole thing of lead makes it really easy, so I can just pop a new thing of lead in and I'm good to go, since it tends to break quite a lot. And then here is my art bin. I'm not going to go too in depth with it, but it is just an art bin. I carry these two. I take them to class with me, but they mainly stay in my backpack, but they're more of a design thing. But it is a ruler that has a cork back, just so the ruler doesn't slide around when I do my drawings. And then I have an architectural ruler for measurements when I do my floor plans and stuff for freehand drafting. And then in this big guy, I have 2 compartments up here at the top. This one has my micron pens, which these are basically just ink pens that are at different points. So this is 02, we have an 08, a 005, a 05, we have a bulk one, we have graphite one. We've got a bunch of different thicknesses for different assignments that we need. And then we carry around a chisel tip Sharpie. We carry around a fine point Sharpie, and then we have an ultra fine point Sharpie that I keep up here. Since they basically are all the same and I use them for the same stuff, they all stay in this one compartment. And then in this compartment up here, I have my eraser shield. So basically I just block out whatever is around the object that I'm going to erase, and I take my eraser and erase it, and it just makes it easier so I don't ruin everything else, and I can just erase that one part that I need to erase. I have a compass in here, and then I have, this is a lettering guide that I need this from when we do lettering and things like that. So this is a necessity that I like to use for that. Then we come in here. So in this top part that comes out, I have some erasers. This is a gum eraser. I have this little guy right here, basically where I stick it by my paper, and it just collects any of the eraser shavings. I have a dusting brush to get rid of all of my eraser shavings. We have a washable glue stick in here because some projects are required for gluing. I've got a pair of scissors for if I need to cut anything in any of my classes. And then a roll of tracing paper. I do have a regular booklet of tracing paper, but that is with all my other interior design stuff. But this is what I keep in the top of this kit that I take with me on a daily basis. And then we have a deep compartment inside of here. So I basically have 2 triangles, which these we basically use for my freehand drafting class, for straight edges and things like that. I have these drafting dots, which are basically tape just to hold down the 4 corners of my paper so I can move our bar up and down across it and the paper won't slide around on us. I have a circle template because we've been using a lot of circle designs in my 2D class, so this has become really handy for both my friend and I. So then I have some acrylic paint, and nothing too fancy about this. This is white acrylic paint and this is black acrylic paint. We have some French curves, which are used for, doing curves and things like that on any projects. So in here is just some materials for my graphite. Basically this is for my 2D class, but we needed to get graphite. It's just looks like that. Nothing too fancy, but this will be for a near project in the future, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Pretty much last thing that is in here are my X-Acto knives. I have a bunch of these. I have one in blue, I have one in silver, I have another one in silver, and then I have like extra blades and things like that. Those are basically for cutting up stuff for my 2D or any of my design classes that I may need. And it helps get rid of the Micron pen ink. If we have any that smear over, we can like scrape it off and it like gets it off so we have sharp, clear lines. So these come in handy for that. And then I also have sketchbooks and things like that, but those are, being used at the moment for other things. So I will be doing that and showing you guys that in a different video when I do a day in my life as an interior designer. I'll show you guys more in depth on how I'm using my product or my things. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I'm so excited. We are so close to 400 subscribers. So we are really on our way, and I'm just excited for what's to come. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what video you want me to do. I have a bunch of ideas and a bunch of stuff planned out for you guys. So yeah, anyways, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!